Okay, so today we're going to do solving absolute value equations and inequalities algebraically. All right, we're on notes 1-5. All right, so let's look at the first example, solve. And we have the absolute value of x is equal to 4. Okay, so absolute value means positive and negative values, right? Okay, so to solve this, it would actually, you're going to write out x equals 4 and x equals negative 4. Okay? So x equals 4 or x equals negative 4. Either one. If you put 4 in this place, the answer is 4. And if you put negative 4, the absolute value of negative 4 is 4. Okay? So x equals 4 or x equals negative 4. So let's chart that. We're going to put a 0. We're going to put 4 and negative 4. And you're going to have x is equal to 4 and negative 4. Okay? So that's the answer. All right, so now let's look at the next one. 3x plus 4, absolute value, equals 10. Okay, so it's going to be the same thing as 3x plus 4 is equal to 10. And 3x plus 4 is equal to negative 10. Okay, either or. So now we need to solve for x on this side. Minus 4, you're going to get 3x is equal to 6 and x is equal to 2. And then on the other side, you can do the same thing, except your signs are different. So you're going to get a different number. These cancel and you get 3x equals negative 14. So you get x is equal to negative 14/3. All right? So your preliminary graph was your 10 and your negative 10. Okay. And your 10. It was what we started with, was 3x plus 4 equals 10 or negative 10. So that was our preliminary, but our answer is actually x is equal to 2 and negative 14/3. So let's put 0, and you're going to have negative 14/3, and you're going to have 2. And you're going to plot those points. Okay, so number 3 would be just like number 2. All right. But now let's go ahead and skip down to number 4. Number 4, we have a less than or equal to sign here. Okay? So when you have less than, just remember less than means and. Okay? So now you're going to have an 8 and a negative 8. We're going to put our negative 8 on the left side because we're going to combine it. Less than or equal to 3x minus 4 less than or equal to 8. Okay, so we've taken the negative of this value and we've put it on the other side and made an and statement. Okay, a conjunction. We talked about this a few lessons ago. Okay, so now you're going to need to solve. You're going to put plus 4 both sides. And you're going to get 12 is less than or equal to 3x. And you're going to get negative 4. Now what do we need to do? Divide by 3 on both sides. So these cancel and you get negative 4/3 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 4. Okay, so our preliminary graph was what? 8 and negative 8, because we had 8 and negative 8. So you put negative 8 and 8. Right? That's what it would start out before you solve. But then what is our answer? Our answer is actually negative 4/3. And 4. Okay, and they're equal to, so it's going to be closed dots. And it's going to be greater than negative 4/3, so it's going to go this way. And it's going to be less than 4, so they're going to combine and look like this. Okay. All right, so we have -4/3 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 4. Okay, so let's turn it over and let's do this greater than. Greater than. Okay, so greater, when you have a greater than sign, you need to know that this is an or statement. Okay, so he said less than was and, where we made a conjunction, and greater than is or, meaning we split or we separate. Okay, so we're going to have 6 minus 2x is greater than 14. Oops. Or 6 minus 2x is less than -14. Okay? So now our preliminary would look like -14 and 14, and they would be going the opposite ways, right? We're saying less than -14 going left, and we're saying greater than 14, which means going right. Sorry, okay? So now what do we need to do? Solve these individually. So we're going to subtract your 6. You're going to get -2x is greater than 9. Oh, 14, 8, sorry. Or, and then -6, you're going to get -2x is less than or equal to -20. Okay, so now we'll divide this by -2. Since you're dividing by a negative, what's going to happen? Your sign is going to flip. So it's going to be x is less than -4. We're going to divide by -2 over here, so your sign is going to flip, and you're going to get x is greater than 10. Okay, so we have x is less than -4 and x is greater than 10. So now let's graph that on our line here. We have 0, we have -4, and we have 10. And we're saying that x is less than -4. So meaning there's an open circle and it's going less than to the left. And then x is greater than 10. So you're going to say open circle at 10 and it's going greater. All right, so that's your answer. -4 and 10. Okay, 6 and 7 work the same way. On 6, you have less than. So what does that mean? You have an and. So you would set it up like -2 is less than 3 minus x is less than 2. Okay, and then you would solve just the same way. You can graph. And then over here, you have greater than or equal to. And since it's greater, we said that was what? Or statement. So that means you would set it up as 4x minus 11 is greater than or equal to 9. And then you flip the sign. 4x minus 11 is less than or equal to -9. Okay, and you set them up as two individual equations and you solve each one of them. All right, so I'm not going to work through those. They work out the same way as the examples above. All right, that's it. So we'll talk about it more in class tomorrow. Bye.